To move a graph left or right, we want to apply a horizontal shift. A horizontal shift is going to be a transformation that only affects the x values. Let's go ahead and draw a picture of what a horizontal shift looks like. Again, let's start off with our xy plane. Let's let this red graph be our f of x. Then, to apply a horizontal shift to our f of x graph, we're just going to move this entire graph either left or right. We'll go ahead and let this green graph be our horizontal shift to the right. So, to change our red graph into a green graph, what we need to do is we need to shift all the x values on our graph by a uniform amount. And this is going to be done algebraically with the following equation. To shift our function f of x to the right, what we need to do is we need to go ahead and replace our f of x with g of x, and this is going to be equal to f evaluated at x minus h, where h is some constant number greater than 0. To shift our graph to the left, we're going to replace our f of x again with g of x, which is equal to f of x minus h, where h this time is less than 0. Let's go ahead and sketch a graph using horizontal shifts, and then we'll also look at another example. In example 6, let's sketch the graph. Y is equal to x minus 2 squared plus 4. Here we have multiple transformations applied to a graph. The graph that we're given, the function that we're given is y is x minus 2 squared plus 4. Let's go ahead and remove the transformation given by plus 4, which is going to be a vertical shift. And we're going to get y is x minus 2 squared. And now that we're here, from the previous page, we saw that if we compose our function with an x minus h, we're looking at horizontal shifts. So let's go ahead and remove our horizontal shift from this graph. Now, to sketch this graph, we're going to go ahead and do this sequentially. First, we'll look at the graph of y is equal to x squared. Then we'll go ahead and apply our horizontal shift. And then we'll apply our vertical shift. This time, let's go ahead and draw each of these graphs on one single xy plane. So here's our xy plane. We'll go ahead and let number 1, y is equal to x squared, be given by the following blue graph. And let me go ahead and just label this with 1 real fast. Now we want to apply our horizontal shift. This is going to be given by 2, and we're going to shift our blue graph over to the right by 2 units. So this is going to be our graph shifted to the right. Let me go ahead and highlight it with red ink real fast. So this is given by number 2. And finally, with our next transformation, we're going to go ahead and shift our graph up by 4 units. So this is going to be our graph, which has been shifted up by 4 units. Let me go ahead and highlight this in green. This green graph is given by our equation number 4. And so this green graph is what we are looking for as a solution to this problem. All right, let's look at one more. This is example 7. Let's go ahead and find an equation for f of x is equal to the absolute value of x after shifting f of x to the left by 7 units. What we're given here first is our function f of x, which is the absolute value of x. And what we want to do is we want to shift f of x to the left by 7 units, which means that on an algebraic level, we're going to be replacing our x's with an x plus 7 here. So plugging in our x plus 7 to our equation, this is going to be the absolute value of x plus 7 here. And this is the solution to this problem.